Ladies and gentlemen, there are times in life when the road seems hard, the struggle heavy, and the people around us seem determined to make things even harder. Whether it's through words that sting like arrows or actions that aim to knock us down, we feel the weight of adversity. But I want you to remember something important. Allah has a plan for you, and His blessings will shine in front of your enemies, yes, in front of them. It's easy to become discouraged when we feel the weight of others' negativity. We wonder, how can I overcome this? How can I rise above these forces that seem to be against me? But here's what you need to understand. When Allah has destined your success, no one can stand in His way. Not your enemies, not their schemes, and certainly not their harsh words. Allah promises us something incredible, that when we trust in Him, when we hold on to our faith, He will bless us in ways that will be seen. These blessings are not just for us to enjoy in private. They are meant to be witnessed by all, even by those who may wish harm upon us. You see, Allah doesn't just lift us up behind closed doors. He lifts us up in ways that bring His glory into the world, so that everyone can see the power of His presence in our lives. And as you rise, as you flourish, remember to stay humble. The greatest victories aren't in the material wealth or the public recognition we receive. The greatest victories are in the quiet strength, the patience, and the gratitude we maintain even in the toughest of times. Because while enemies may see your success, they will also witness your ability to stay grounded and thank Allah for all that He's done. Never forget that He is the reason for every victory. No matter how loud the voices of your enemies may become, remember this: no one can defeat what Allah has already willed for you. Their actions, their plans, their words, they have no power to change the divine timing that Allah has set for you. There's nothing more powerful than the will of Allah, and His plans are always better than anything we could ever imagine. The blessings from Allah often come in unexpected forms. We may not always see them in the moment, but if we hold on to our faith, if we stay strong, if we keep pushing forward with patience and perseverance, those blessings will manifest. They will be seen sometimes in ways we never expected, but always at the right time. Remember, the greatest victories in life are not always those that are seen with the eyes. Sometimes the greatest blessings are those that change us on the inside. They build our character. They strengthen our hearts. They give us peace in the middle of chaos. And it is through these spiritual victories that we become a testament to the world of Allah's mercy, love, and power. So I want to encourage you today, don't let your enemies define you. Don't let the challenges you face become the story of your life. Trust in Allah's plan for you. Surrender your fears and doubts to Him and keep moving forward. His blessings are coming, and they will be seen not just by you, but by everyone who once doubted you. Keep your head high, your heart full of trust, and your spirit full of faith. Allah is with you, and He will bless you in front of your enemies and in the eyes of the world. There are moments in life when it feels like the weight of the world is pressing down on us, when the path ahead seems filled with obstacles and our hearts heavy with doubt. You know those times when it seems as though every step you take is met with resistance, when the people around you, whether they speak it out loud or not, seem to be hoping for you to fail. The sting of harsh words, the coldness of rejection, the challenges that arise, sometimes it feels like these trials will never end. We all face them in different shapes and sizes, but they are real. In those moments, it's easy to think you're alone in the struggle. It's easy to feel as though no one understands the pain of being misunderstood or the sting of betrayal. And yes, it can feel as if your enemies, whether they're people who have hurt you or the circumstances that seem against you, are winning. Maybe you feel like your efforts go unnoticed, or that the very thing you're working so hard for is just out of reach. But I want to remind you today, you are not alone. You are never alone. And there is something incredible at work in your life, even in the darkest moments of your struggle. We may feel defeated, but Allah's plan for us is never defeated. He sees you, He knows your heart, and He understands your pain. And though the world may be against you, though the challenges may feel too much to bear, there is something far greater than the struggles you face. The power of Allah's mercy, His strength, and His blessings are waiting to be revealed, not just in your private moments of quiet prayer, but in front of your enemies, in the very eyes of those who doubted you. When we think about the challenges we face in life, it's easy to forget one simple truth: Allah's promises are greater than any difficulty, greater than any trial. Allah has promised that no matter how hard the journey may seem, He will never leave us alone. He promises that even in our darkest moments, He is there watching over us, guiding us and protecting us. And one of the most powerful promises Allah makes is that He will bless us, not just in private, not just in the quiet corners of our lives, but in full view of the world, in front of those who may have once doubted us, in front of those who wish to see us fall. Allah's promise is not just for the easy days when everything seems to fall into place. It's not just for the moments when we are riding high and everything seems perfect. His promise is for those moments when we feel weak, when we feel like we can't take another step. His promise is for when the enemy seems strong, when the opposition seems overwhelming, and when our hearts cry out in desperation. And here is the beautiful truth: in those very moments when it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, Allah's mercy is at its greatest. He has already promised to lift you up. He has already promised that He will make a way for you, even when the world tells you that there is no way. We may not always see it in the moment, but Allah's plan is always unfolding and His blessings are coming. Allah knows the pain you carry, the burdens you face, the struggles that no one else sees, and He promises that those who patiently endure, those who remain steadfast in their faith, will be rewarded. But not just in ways we expect. Allah's blessings will often come in ways we could never have imagined, ways that are beyond our understanding, ways that prove His greatness and His love for us. The power of Allah's promise isn't just about material blessings, it's about spiritual elevation. It's about the strength you find when you thought you had none left. It's about the peace you discover when the world is in chaos around you. And it's about the confidence you gain when you realize that nothing can stand in the way of Allah's will for your life. No enemy, no trial, no hardship can prevent the blessings Allah has promised you. So hold on even when you can't see the way forward, because His promise is always true. And when the time is right, you will see those blessings unfold in front of you as proof that Allah has always been by your side. When you rise, when you overcome, you are not just rising for yourself. You are a living testament to something much greater than your individual strength. You are showing the world the glory of Allah. Every struggle you face, every setback you endure, every tear you shed, all of it is part of a bigger picture, a picture where you and your resilience reflect Allah's greatness. People may look at you and think they know your story, but they don't know the depths of the strength that Allah has placed inside you. They don't see the grace that He has poured into your heart, the patience He has cultivated in your spirit, or the faith that He has grown in you, even when it seemed like the odds were stacked against you. When you rise, you show the world that it is not just about the battles you fight with your hands or your words, but the battles you win with your heart. You show that no enemy, no matter how fierce, can overpower the strength that Allah has given you. You show that even in the darkest moments, when it feels like you're walking through fire, Allah is walking with you, purifying you and molding you into something greater than you were before. You are a living example that Allah's light can never be extinguished, no matter how dark the world around you may seem. Every time you rise, despite the weight of the world, you are revealing Allah's power to those who may doubt, to those who may have written you off, to those who wanted to see you fail. They may not realize it, but when you stand tall, when you continue to move forward with faith, you are displaying Allah's glory. You are telling the world that Allah's mercy is greater than their hatred, that His love is stronger than their bitterness, and that His plan is more powerful than their schemes. But understand, this rising is not for your own glory. It's not for the applause of others, or for the satisfaction of proving them wrong. When you rise, you are showing the world that no matter what they throw at you, Allah's will always prevail. Your victory is not just for you, it is a testimony to His greatness, to His sovereignty, and to His ability to make a way when there seems to be no way. So hold your head high, not in pride, but in humility, knowing that your rise is not of your own doing. It is because of Allah's mercy, His guidance, and His unwavering support. When you rise, you become a living reflection of His glory, and that, my dear brothers and sisters, is the most beautiful thing you can ever show to the world. Victory can be a sweet thing, and when we finally see the fruits of our hard work and persistence, it's natural to feel a sense of accomplishment. We may want to shout our success from the rooftops, to bask in the admiration of others, and perhaps even relish the satisfaction of proving those who doubted us wrong. But the true essence of success, the real power behind our victories, lies not in how loudly we proclaim them, but in how humbly we carry them. When Allah blesses you, when He elevates you, it's easy to forget that the victory you experience isn't just about you, it's a manifestation of Allah's grace. The secret to remaining humble in the face of success is recognizing that it is not by your own strength, intelligence, or ability that you've achieved your goals. It's by Allah's mercy, His wisdom, and His timing. Everything you have, everything you've achieved is a gift from Him. Humility and victory doesn't mean downplaying your success or pretending you didn't work hard to get there. It means understanding that every blessing you receive is a reflection of Allah's infinite mercy, and that in the grand scheme of things, you are merely a vessel through which His blessings flow. You are not the source of your success, He is. This understanding brings a profound peace because it allows you to celebrate your victory without arrogance, without the need for validation from others. You know that what you've accomplished is a sign of Allah's greatness, not your own. Staying humble also allows you to keep your heart open to even greater blessings. When you acknowledge that Allah is the ultimate source of your success, you position yourself to receive even more from Him. Humility keeps the door to His mercy wide open because it reminds you that your worth is not defined by the accolades or the material rewards the world gives you. It's defined by your faith, your character, and your gratitude. But humility is not just about how you act in public or the words you say, it's about the condition of your heart. It's about recognizing that your victory does not elevate you above others. It doesn't make you better or more deserving than anyone else. It is simply a reminder that Allah's plan for you is unfolding, and in that unfolding, you must remain grounded, because if you allow pride to take root, you will lose sight of the very source of your success. But if you remain humble, if you keep your heart and your mind focused on Allah, you will continue to see blessings upon blessings unfold in your life in ways that you could never have imagined. So when victory comes, and it will come, remember to pause and reflect on the journey, the lessons, and the grace that brought you to this moment. Be thankful, be gracious, and never let success steal your humility. Stay grounded, stay thankful, and remember that the greatest victories are those that bring you closer to Allah, that strengthen your faith, and that allow you to be a beacon of His light for the world to see. There are times when the weight of opposition feels unbearable, when it seems as though the world is against you and those who stand in your way are relentless. You've encountered the doubts, the criticism, the whispers in the corners, and perhaps even the overt attempts to see you fall. In those moments, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, to question your strength, and to wonder if the challenges will ever cease. But I want you to hold on to one powerful truth: no matter how loud the voices of your enemies are, no matter how persistent their efforts may seem, they cannot defeat what Allah has already willed for you. They cannot take away what Allah has destined for your life. It doesn't matter how much they try to tear you down, how many obstacles they throw in your path, or how hard they work to derail your progress. When Allah has a plan for you, when He has set His will for your life, nothing, no person, no enemy, no force can change that. The truth is that our enemies may appear strong, they may seem like giants standing in front of us, but in the grand scheme of things, they are powerless against the will of Allah. They cannot stop what Allah has already set in motion. No matter how fierce the storm, Allah's will always prevail. Sometimes the enemy's strategy is to make you believe that you are weak, that your dreams are impossible, that you are unworthy of success. They try to convince you that their opposition is stronger than your determination, that their negativity is more powerful than your faith. But they fail to realize that when Allah is with you, nothing can defeat you. Their words, their actions, their schemes, they cannot alter the divine plan Allah has set for you. He has already prepared a way for you, even when it seems like there is no way. We may not always see it in the moment, and it may feel as though the road is never ending, but Allah's plan is always in motion. His timing is perfect, and His power is limitless. Even when the world tells you that you are finished, even when the enemy tries to make you believe that you will fall, know this: Allah is your protector, your guide, and your strength. His will is greater than anything anyone can throw your way. The enemy may think they have the upper hand, but they cannot see what Allah has planned for you. They cannot see the way Allah will elevate you, bless you, and turn their opposition into a testimony of His greatness. When Allah is with you, no enemy can stand against you. The only thing that can stop you is your own faith in His plan. So continue to trust in Him. Continue to believe that no matter how loud the opposition may be, Allah has already decreed victory for you. What Allah has willed for you will never be defeated by the hands of those who wish you harm. Keep moving forward with faith and confidence, knowing that you are protected by the greatest power in. There are times in life when it feels like the weight of the world is pressing down on you, when it seems like the trials are never ending and you can't see a way out. The struggle becomes so consuming that you may wonder if you'll ever experience peace or relief. It's in those very moments when the darkness seems the thickest that the most powerful blessings from Allah are often waiting to unfold, because the truth is, blessings don't always come in the way we expect. Sometimes they arrive in the midst of our trials, hidden beneath the surface, waiting to be discovered when we least expect them. You see, Allah doesn't promise us a life free from challenges. He doesn't say we won't face hardship, pain, or difficulty. In fact, He promises that trials will come. But He also promises that through those very trials, He will bless us in ways that we can't even begin to imagine. Allah's blessings often come wrapped in the form of struggle, because it is through hardship that our hearts are tested, refined, and brought closer to Him. And while it may feel like there is no end to the struggle, it's important to remember that every difficulty is an opportunity for growth, for reflection, and for deeper connection with Allah. In the midst of your trials, Allah may be strengthening you in ways that you can't see in the moment. He may be building your resilience, teaching you patience, and refining your character so that you are better prepared for the blessings He's about to bring into your life. Sometimes the hardest seasons of our lives are the very ones that prepare us to receive the greatest gifts from Allah. These blessings may not be material or visible right away, but they are no less significant. They might come in the form of inner peace, increased faith, a clearer sense of purpose, or a strength you didn't know you had. When you are in the midst of a storm, it's easy to feel defeated, to question your worth, and to doubt whether there is any light at the end of the tunnel. But remember this, even when it feels like everything is falling apart, Allah is at work. He is always with you, and His mercy surrounds you even in the darkest times. The blessings He sends are often a gentle reminder that He has never left your side. Maybe those blessings don't come in the way we expect, but they always come in the way we need. Sometimes those blessings come in the form of a lesson, a reminder of your purpose, or a shift in perspective. Perhaps the trial you're enduring is opening your heart to new wisdom, to new passion, or to new compassion, or to new understanding that you would never have received without that challenge. And while the pain may feel endless, Allah is slowly and carefully building something greater in you. In the midst of your trials, trust that Allah's blessings are not far off. They are being woven into your journey, preparing you for the beauty and strength that will emerge once the storm has passed. So when you find yourself in the middle of a struggle, hold on tightly to your faith. Know that Allah is working behind the scenes, bringing blessings into your life that you may not yet see, but they are coming. Your faith, your perseverance, and your trust in Allah's wisdom will bring those blessings to light in ways you could never have anticipated. Keep going, even when it feels tough. Keep believing, even when it feels uncertain, because in the midst of your trials, the blessings are there just waiting for you to recognize them. We often measure victory by the things we can see, the material achievements, the promotions, the awards, the recognition. But I want you to understand something profound today. True victory isn't always about what's visible on the outside. It's not always about the applause or the triumphs that others can witness. Sometimes the greatest victories are the ones that take place within. The victories that shape you, refine you, and draw you closer to Allah. These are the victories that transform your heart, that elevate your soul, and that bring you peace, even when the world around you may seem chaotic. Victory is not always physical, it's spiritual. The real strength lies in how you respond to life's challenges, and how you remain steadfast in your faith despite the odds, and in how you trust Allah's wisdom even when you don't understand His plan. When you stand firm in your belief, when you continue to move forward with hope, even in the face of adversity, that is victory. When you remain patient in the trials, when you forgive those who wrong you, and when you trust Allah's timing, that is victory. It is the ability to rise from the hardships and remain anchored in your faith, knowing that your worth is not measured by external success, but by the peace that comes from within. The spiritual victory is about how you grow through the struggles. It's about the inner strength you gain from the challenges you face, the wisdom you discover through your trials, and the humility you develop in the process. While the world may be quick to celebrate outward achievements, the victory that truly matters is the one that brings you closer to your purpose, to the person Allah intends for you to become. It is the victory that leads to a deeper understanding of yourself, a deeper connection to your faith, and a deeper reliance on Allah's mercy. Spiritual victory is not about the absence of struggle, but the presence of peace in the midst of it. It's about maintaining your faith even when you feel like giving up, trusting that Allah has In the end, true victory is not measured by the accolades or material success the world may offer, but by the peace in your heart, the strength of your faith, and the growth of your soul. It's about standing firm in your belief, trusting in Allah's plan, and knowing that every trial, every challenge is an opportunity to become the best version of yourself. So, When you face hardships, when the world feels heavy, remember that the victory is already yours, not because of what you see, but because of what Allah is doing in you, shaping you, and guiding you towards something greater. Keep your heart humble, your faith unwavering, and your spirit strong, because Allah's blessings are always with those who trust in Him, even in the toughest of times.